Alright, what's up everyone, Duquesne23 here, coming to you with a Project Spark livestream recap video. I've been wanting to do a lot of videos about Project Spark. Unfortunately, I don't have the time with Aiden, but hopefully I can do these at least every once in a while. I'm going to try to do it after every livestream, but if I can't, guys, I got this inspiration to do something like this from SinCitySpartan. I will put a link down to his channel, so be sure to go check him out. He does all these recap videos, a lot of other videos about Project Spark, so definitely be sure to go check him out. He's the one who was my inspiration for doing something like this, to try to get the word out a little bit more about this game. A lot of people see this game and they may not think it's as in-depth as what it actually is. They think it's just something for, you know, little kids and everything, not anything for anything hardcore style, you know, players and stuff. Now it's nothing like hardcore like, you know, Call of Duty or Battlefield or Halo, like, you know, the hardcore competitive players or something. But it's not just for kids, guys. It's for anyone who wants to create a game in the gaming universe, I guess you could say. You can literally create anything in this game. Here at the beginning, they just go through and just kind of pre-build a little world here. Just try to explain a little bit about the game. Again, guys, I will put the link down below to this video here, to this live stream, and also to Project Spark's channel, so be sure to go check them out also for all their past streams that I'm not going to be covering, but I will try to cover all the future streams. But yeah, they just, you know, it's a terrain editor. You can put brains into any object, and it's hard to explain in just a short amount of time. You would have to really go watch you know, all their live streams and videos, or at least a few of them, to kind of get the idea, and they can explain a lot better than what I can, since they're the ones who actually are making the game. But pretty much the basic concept of this game is you can make any game in this game. If you want to make Skyrim, like, or at least a Skyrim-esque style game, you can make that. If you want to make a first-person shooter style game, you can make that. If you want to make a realistic looking game, it doesn't have to be a fantasy style. It could be like, you know, skyscrapers or something. They said people in the alpha and everything have already done that before. You can make that. They've shown games that are like Geometry Wars, like Galaga, like Limbo. So, you know, side-scroller, you know, other things like Mario and stuff like that. You can make movies in this game. You can have cutscenes in it. It's simply amazing what you could do. You can have experience whenever you kill an enemy. You'll gain experience, so you can level up, and then you can unlock certain things. You can create inventories for your character. It is just simply unbelievable what you can do for this game. So that's my little recap, I guess, of this game, in case if y'all haven't heard about it. And I know not too many people, you know about this, and, you know, anyone who's really following my channel for my Halo custom content should really be looking at this game, because you can make some amazing stuff. Just really go look it up. It's hard to explain how amazing and how many things that you can actually make in this game. So be sure to go check out all their live streams, and they pretty much do live streams every Tuesday, Thursday. I believe it's every Tuesday, Thursday. So definitely check it out, or follow them on Twitter. I will link their Twitter down below, or just follow me on Twitter too, because I always tweet out their live streams, and I'm normally always watching too. So it's just something, you know, just to follow and to watch the videos to kind of understand what I'm talking about and get a grasp of what this game is. It really is something amazing. Now, to kind of get what I'm talking about on you can create almost anything in this game, I'm going to show y'all real quick a little part of the live stream where they created this just fun little level. It's nothing crazy. Well, it is crazy, but it's nothing like super like in depth on, like, there's not missions or things like that. It's just something really cool. You could simply see a house there with a fern that's growing in this blank world. It's just barren. It's like the default template of the ground without, you know, all the grass and, you know, ground cover and stuff like that you put in. He goes up to it, hits the B button, and ferns just get created everywhere. That's something that he did in the brains, and just by like kind of like coding everything in the game. It's hard to explain. Go watch the video. They explain it a lot better than what I can. But it is really cool what the fact that you can do in this game, just something like that. Now just imagine if you're in an area in like a cave or something, and let's say it's something like Skyrim-esque style game, where then all of a sudden, you know, I don't know, magician or a mage or whatever magician. That's not Skyrim. But like a mage or something, you know, like goes and he, you know, causes something to form around in the cave, like around you, and it'll mess you up, or it could be something really beautiful, kind of like how this is. Just so, you know, maybe you defeat a boss and the land changes and it forms into this beautiful landscape instead of this barren wasteland what it used to be. So that's just some of the ideas that you can have within this game. And then a little bit later in the live stream, he goes into changing his main character from the, I guess, the human style warrior or knighter to a goblin. So you're controlling a goblin. He makes it to where the only way you can move around is you constantly jump. So once you hit the ground, you jump again, but every single time you hit the ground, the terrain below you disappears. And, you know, then like grass forms in that little hole and everything a little bit outside of the hole, so it looks very cool. So he was just kind of showing the fact that you can make some cool, you know, little mini game, possibly where, you know, whoever is the last one surviving on the landmass or something while you're jumping, and it's constantly, you know, the terrain's constantly getting deformed and disappearing and stuff, so that's really cool. But then he also added a squirrel that throws dynamite at you, which has a very interesting twist, but of course, guys, only in Project Spark you can have a squirrel that throws dynamite at you, but it's just something very cool. Really awesome to be able to see. He made this, I think, in about 15 minutes or so, so, you know, and this is relatively a rough draft, you know, of this mini game style thing that you can make here. But of course, you know, it's just interesting to see something that you can make. You go in the brains, you change, you know, the configurations and everything of the brains, you add things to it and stuff, but you're able to make something so, I don't know, just so much fun, yet in a relatively short amount of time. I think, yeah, like I said earlier, I think he made this in about 15 minutes. I may be wrong, may have been a little bit longer, maybe 20 minutes. But yeah, it's relatively short amount of time to make a really fun little mini game. And of course, you know, you got to tweak it and do all that stuff, make a cool arena or area that, you know, you'll be jumping around in. But it's just amazing what you're able to do in Project Spark, and I really cannot wait to get my hands on this, to have all of my ideas from forging and Halo, and then be able to amplify it to where I can create literally my own game, and, you know, create a terrain and just a story, you know, have music, and put in my own audio with the Connect and everything like that. So that's something that's just, you know, really exciting to me. And then after that, towards the end of the stream, they decided to go ahead and make a volcano, because that's something that they do not have, at least right now, currently in the build of Project Spark. At least that's what they've said. They do not have anything like flowing water or flowing stuff like that. But they are still able to make a interesting looking volcano with some, like, I don't know, things that like light types. It looks like lights, and maybe some rocks are falling and everything like that, but it definitely looks like a volcano. Of course, you could tweak it to where it looks a little bit more like a volcano, but it is really cool what you're able to create with this. And of course, you know, just the lighting and stuff in it. You're able to change the time of day to make it where it's dark like that. Able to change a bunch of different things with the lighting and stuff. So, and as most of y'all know, as a, you know, during all my Halo 4 videos, I mentioned the lighting a lot, so I really enjoy in games whenever they put stuff in there that affects lighting. And in case y'all did not know, a little tidbit of information here, you can put your own light sources in the game, and you can put things like torches or just an invisible light bulb, as you can see there in the bottom left. And that light bulb will not show up like the bulb itself, but the light source will show up, like the actual, I don't know what to say, like the rays of light or something that will actually show up. But you can have like torches in the game and a whole bunch of other stuff like that. So it's just again, just really cool to be able to see what you can make in this. And finally, everyone, they ended the live stream off with a nice tweaked version of this fern thing where like fire kind of like explosions go off as it's creating. They have rocks falling and these cool little, I guess, laser beams or something coming down on each part of where every fern is. So it just looks really cool, you know. The fact that you're able to do stuff like this, I know I keep repeating this over and over and over, but it is amazing. Really, if you look at the live streams and watch them, it is unbelievable what you're able to create with this game. It is unbelievable what these guys have created to be able to give the community the tools to be able to create anything that they want to, and they pretty much thought of everything. So I definitely big thanks to them. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. And once the Project Spark beta comes out in late October, I will be doing some showcases for some really cool creations that people have made. Let it be from anything, just aesthetic maps, to full-fledged games, and also some mini games. So I will be doing showcases of all those type of things. So be sure to subscribe, and I will see y'all next time. Later, guys.